Hi everyone, I'm Dolly Mehra. So, to continue the chapter 2 of Why Do the Right Thing book, so chapter 2 is on generous spirits. Generous spirits are all around us. So, let's start. You will discover that you have two hands. One is for helping yourself and other is for helping others. When a community with a generous spirit decided to band together to help struggling teens, they created a group messaging thread. Each member's phone would ping with a text. Teens need size 11 work boots to get job in construction. Can anyone in the community help? A few days later, personal care products needed for the student shampoo, toothbrush, brushes, toothpaste, combs, brushes, deodorants, soaps, hand sanitizers. Please drop off at the main office of a local high school. Then, anyone able to donate a birthday cake to a young person who never had one? The local organization has assembled a list of people with willing to receive these texts and, if possible, responded. Generosity, modern style. But thank goodness that being kind, being hearted, and open handed is an ancient as humanity. Sharing with one another, giving to family, friends, and the strangers, providing emotional or the financial help, doing physical work to better our community and sustain our earth, speaking words of encouragement, listening to someone who needs to talk, donating money, making food, taking care of animals. The way to be generous are innumerable. Unfortunately, examples of generosity do not show up on the social media or on the TV or in the print news as much as disasters, violence, and the cruelty which dominate the news. But in reality, the world is awash in untold story of the people helping others. We have a few of these stories ourselves, don't we? We have all been generous, whether in a small or the large ways. We know the sweetness of offering kind words, an unexpected smile, a hot cup of tea, or a sympathetic ear, as well as the sweetness of receiving them. The cycle of giving and the receiving is going on constantly in every culture on the globe. Generous spirits are all around us, and what beauty they add to life! They encounter courtesy, help, comfort in so many ways. When we trip and fall, when our car breaks down, when our eyes well with tears of grief, and we give it to nation at war, to crowd fleeing disaster, to people suffering from the disease, giving and receiving are vital for the cycle of generosity. And we want to do either one, gracefully, graciously, grateful to give and grateful to receive. In the act of giving or the receiving, we experience the joy that can live in the profound sweetness of a moment. Answering the question, why do the right thing? In regard to the generosity is easy. Generosity feels good. It makes society more harmonious, soothes relationships, boosts our spirits. Generous people have reduced stress levels, strong immune system, and enhanced sense of purpose, and no surprise longer life. The science of generosity is a growing field that has concluded that humans are a generous species, contrary to the conventional wisdom that focus more on the aggression and the selfishness. Helping and sharing have enabled human to survive and thrive, and not just human, other species as varied as bees, birds, vampire, bats, rats, and chimpanzees all act in the way that benefit one another. Our gift to others don't need to be a grand in order to be the beneficial. Even small experiences of giving add to our happiness and the health. A friendly greeting to a neighbor, eye contact with a store clerk, tipping a street musician. All these tiny things and the hundreds more take the focus off ourself and ease feeling of isolation and the depression. Our confidence and the sense of self-worth deepen as generosity calms the inner voice that is so often self critical. If we take even a very short time to be generous as we walk through our days, our spirits can soar. We know instinctively that we are doing the right thing. Okay, that's all for this chapter 2. Thank you.